The Prowler Stashes are a good side quest to do early on in Spider-Man 2, as not only you will get relatively good HP, but you will also gain some rare tech parts that will be quite useful to upgrade your suits and gadgets. The side mission pops up early on, but the game doesn't show you the locations on the map unless you visited the area prior, which can make it tedious to find all the stashes locations. So we're going to show you all of them and how to solve them quickly. And completing that quest early will also advance your district completion for fast travel, get that special ability for Miles, and unlock a trophy as well. As usual, all the timestamps are in the description down below, so you can easily jump to each of the locations you need. Early on in game, while playing as Miles, you will receive a call from Uncle Aaron asking you to meet up with him in Harlem, triggering the story mission, Amends. Arriving there, you are reunited with your Uncle Aaron and he's catching you up on his situation. Retiring from being the Prowler, he sends you off to one of his old hideouts to recover some old tech that he wants out of the street. All the stashes start the same way, but all have different small puzzles to solve once the area is unlocked. Reaching the location, the area will be highlighted in purple. Once there, you will have to find the entrance by scanning the area with L2. And turning around, you will be able to find what direction to go to, as the beeping sound intensifies and the on-screen brackets narrow down. Once you find the spot, you will have to focus on it, keeping L2 pressed until the analysis is done. You then need to stabilize the code, so you will need to keep the yellow dot on screen within the gray zone until it unlocks. To do so, you will have to slowly and steadily press L2 and R2 until the dots are within the threshold. Quick tip: if you have a PS5 Pro controller, make sure that the trigger's distance setting buttons are set to the max travel distance. This will make it less sensitive to pressure and easier to hold in the right area. You then need to find the right spot where you can open the door. Those will vary at every hideout, but pressing R3 will show you where to go if you lost or can't find the sweet spot to prompt the L1 and R1 yank option. From there, all the stashes will be different with some variations on puzzles. For this one, you get a certain door to open. Stabilize the code once again and find the right spot to yank the door so it opens to fit in the purple point cloud area. Once open, you can go in and collect the 3 rare tech parts in the safe on your right, and then 300 HP. Right after, Uncle Aaron tells you there are more stashes to loot around the map. So let's get to work, shall we? The first one we're going to is located in Midtown, on the east side of the district. Head to the south side of the building and face north to have the Bradston sign in front of you. After scanning and stabilizing the code, you can perch yourself on the flat mass on your left to be able to slide the door open. Entering the vent, you will have to make your way to the safe by avoiding being hit by the lasers. They won't do much damage in all honesty, so even if your timing is not top notch, you'll survive. You will also need to wet down the fans that are in your way to stop them from spinning. And once you went through all the vents, you will find the safe, waiting to be looted. The good thing is that the exit is right in front of you, so you won't have to retrace your steps through the lasers. But it begs the question still why we didn't enter that way to start with. Continuing south, the next stage will be in Hell's Kitchen, just south of the MSG. The entrance will be on the higher level near the billboard. After scanning the vent and stabilizing the code, you will need to reach the top of the billboard to be able to yank the door open. You will uncover a generator that will need to power up. by holding L1 and square near it. Once done, follow the power line through the lower level. You can press R3 to highlight the line again if it disappeared. It will lead you to another generator to power up, and another line to follow. This time you will have to web every loose joint in the cable by pressing R1 to allow the current to flow. If crawling on the wall, you can hem and web it, as it won't always start at the right spot automatically. Once at the top, the stash door will be open and you can loot the safe for the tech parts. The last stash on the island is in Greenwich, on a building near the coast. The entrance can be unlocked if you put yourself on the southern edge of the building and facing north. After unlocking it, you can yank the door by perching yourself on the ledge in front of it. It will highlight power lines leading to 4 different generators. Just follow them and charge the generators to unlock the second sealed door. Once done, reach the unlocked room and loot the stash. We are now traveling east to downtown Brooklyn for our next loot, located on top of the building by the end of the freeway ramp. Perching yourself on the billboard and facing east, you will be able to easily jump on the ledge in front of you. There, you can easily scan the lever on your left. You can then jump on the ledge in front of you to be able to yank it. It will open a door at the lower level, revealing a certain one to scan and stabilize the code. To yank this one, just perch yourself on the top of the billboard and you'll be golden. And the safe is now used to loot. Making our way north this time, we're going to the middle of the Williamsburg district. On the top of the building, head down to the lower level on the eastern side. The door to scan will be on the north edge of the building. To yank this one open, you will just need to go near the lamp pole, staying on the ground. Opening the door, you can turn the wheel by yanking it and lock it in its place by webbing it quickly with R1. Repeat the process with the second door that just opened, and the stash will be yours. In Little Odessa, we will find the next stash near buildings not too far from the freeway. You will easily spot some containers underground, and reaching the red one attached with the clamp, you will be able to scan the space between it and the other black container. Once done, you will need to lift it. To do so, you need to jump on the containers on the east side of the crane. Yank the wheel to lift up the container after saying hi to our little friend. And go back to the ground level to yank the door open and loot the stash. Be ready though, because some hunter will come at you as soon as you get out of the container. Nothing too hard here, but it may surprise you when you're not expecting it. Crossing the river north, we'll head to downtown Queens, to those high-rise buildings. For this one, we need to go on the lower level, on the billboard side. There you will find a vent to stand and open. Once the code is stabilized, just jump on the antenna next to you and yank the vent open. Entering the vent, you will see some lasers blocking your way. Taking a right and heading to the end, you will see a lever to pull. This will activate the laser's motion. Retrace your steps and make your way to the other end by avoiding being touched by the lasers. Once again, nothing too hard here, and the lasers don't do too much damage if you're rushing through. You will also have some vents to web with R1, but by now, you know the drill. Once you reach the safe, loot it and make your way out to the vent in front of you. The last stash for us to loot will be north again in Astoria. Arriving at the building, head to the lowest level and go to the western edge and face east. You should see a door to scan. After stabilizing the code, jump on the vent on your left and yank the door open. On the right of the door, you will see a secret box, and on the left, 4 lights. This one is a bit time sensitive, as you will have to charge the 4 secret bots for the door to open before one of them runs out of power. Press L1 and square near the door to charge the secret bots and turn one of the lights on. Note that for all the secret bots, you will need to be on the ground to charge them, as you won't be able to do it crawling on a wall. Making your way up, in front of you, you should see the second bots right there on the wall. Going to the next level up, you will see the bots on the right side of the block in front of you. Turning around, yank yourself up to the ledge, head left and charge the bots on the block right there. Once done, you can just jump down to the door that is now open. Once done, Miles will get the location for one last stash back in Harlem. Arriving on the rooftop, go near the billboard and head to the right of the block in front of you. To scan the lever, you will see that. You can yank it from where you are now, and it will open the door to the last hideout. You will find a clue to another location, Miles' apartment building, where you will need to head for the mission conclusion. After entering Miles' apartment, you can head to the kitchen to find a family photo and the living room to trigger the next part of the mission that will prompt you to head upstairs, where you will meet with your uncle again. You will there and then complete the mission, get 2000 XP and 8 rare tech parts, as well as gaining the Prowler Strike, which will knock enemies back for your first strike when camouflaged. You will also get the bronze trophy co-signing for completing all the tech stash. And there you go. Doing that side quest early will get you roughly 38 rare tech parts and 5000 XP, which can be quite useful to start with, if you want to upgrade your suits and some abilities or the gadgets. I hope that video has been useful, and stay tuned for more Spider-Man 2 guides on the channel. See ya!